Hi, friend. Debbie here. Welcome back to Empower Her After Divorce, a channel that's dedicated to walking alongside you as you rebuild and rediscover yourself after divorce. This week, we're going to discuss creating a vision for your future. If you're anything like me, when I was going through my divorce, I was so overwhelmed and devastated by the situation that I had no idea what direction I was going or what I wanted to do next. But after I came across some information in a book that helped me realize that I needed to create a vision for my future so that I had a direction that I could head toward, it was extremely helpful for me to imagine what my future could look like. So that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to look at how you can create your own vision for what you would like to have in the next year, the next 2 years, however far out you want to look. So let's look at some questions that we can ask ourselves to uncover what it is you would love to have in this next chapter. And by creating that destination, it'll help get you moving forward and pull you forward in those difficult, challenging times. So, as well as creating a vision, it's helpful to allow yourself the permission to dream again. Many times after going through a divorce, you feel sure of who you are and what you want. So this is why we're going to do this vision work and uncover what you want. So now, if you grab a pen and a notebook paper or a journal that you enjoy writing in, we'll get started on this exercise for you to start to uncover what it is you would love to have in this next chapter. So the first part of the process is kind of uncovering some of the things you used to enjoy back when you were younger, before you were married, or even things that you enjoyed that you just kind of put on the wayside because you were so caught up and focused in on taking care of everybody else, and your activities that you loved to do kind of got put to the wayside. So our first question to kind of uncover some of those things that you love or enjoyed doing in the past is, what are some of the things you loved to do as a child? So I'll give you an example of some of the things I loved to do, and then maybe it'll trigger some of the things that you might think about. So I loved to play in the woods behind my house. That was kind of my safe space, and I enjoyed being out in nature. So it's going to be different for you. So give yourself the opportunity to think about it. What were some of the things that you loved when you were a little girl? And what are the things that you can think of that just brought you joy? And just jot those down in your journal. And then you can come back and refer to those later. And then the next one we're going to look at is, what did you enjoy as a teenager? When you were a teenager, what were some of the things that you loved to do? My example was I loved to spend time with my friends. After my divorce, I was able to reconnect with a lot of my old classmates from high school. And it was so fun to kind of just get that opportunity to kind of reconnect with friends and also reconnected with myself. So think about for yourself, what is some of the things that you loved to do when you were a teenager that you've kind of put on the back burner and really didn't have an opportunity to stay connected with? Now let's look at trying new things. Was giving yourself the permission to make a list of the things that you would love to try. So just jot down on a piece of paper some ideas of things that you've always wanted to do, but have kind of never had the opportunity or have never taken the opportunity. Many a times you kind of get caught up in just the day-to-day grind of taking care of everyone, going to work, doing what's expected of you. You really don't have the opportunity to just try new things. So I'll give you an example of some of the things I was able to try after I kind of got past the roughest patches of my divorce. So for me, it was I'd always wanted to try rock climbing, but I didn't want to go on the big, huge adventure of going to a park and trying it on in the outdoors. But I found this amazing place near me that had an indoor rock climbing wall. And I thought that's a way for me to feel powerful and way for me to feel excited. So I went over there and I tried it, and it was freaking scary. But the neat thing about it was after I did it, I was like, that wasn't totally horrible, but it was fun to give myself that opportunity to just try it. I didn't necessarily want to do it again, but I definitely knew that that was something I wanted to try. So maybe you can think about some of the things that you've always wanted to do, but just never really gave yourself the permission to do those things. So maybe put that down on your list. Just what are some of the things that you have always wanted to do? Now let's look at what you would like to experience more of in your next chapter. The first question let's look at is what emotions would you like to have more of in this next chapter? Your emotions of possibly more joy, more contentment, more excitement, whatever emotions you would love to experience more of, just jot those down in your journal. And then let's look at what you would like to do in this next chapter, what activities or what experiences you would love to have more of in this next chapter, as well as who or what kind of person would you like to spend more time with? Whether that's someone who's more encouraging, someone that helps you become your best version of yourself, someone that's excited about some of the things that you're excited about. Remember, this does not have to be a partner. This could be just your friends. This could be family members you want to spend more time with. This could even be your children that encourage and help you move forward, or even just being more connected with those people that are already a center of your world that you love and enjoy time with. And what kind of person do you want to be? An example might be I want to be more confident. I want to be strong. I want to be able to set healthy boundaries. Any of those things or anything that you can come up with the kind of person that you want to be so that you can reemerge that person or reconnect with that person that you are in this next chapter as you create the vision for this future life that you want to build for yourself. Now that you have uncovered a lot of information about yourself and the things that you enjoy as a child, things that you enjoyed as a teenager, and the things that you would like to have in this next chapter, now comes the fun part. You're going to go back to your journal and look at each of the different things that you've answered. And you're going to pull those things together and you're going to create a creative story that kind of embodies what that life and that vision of yourself can look like. Going to take all that information and you're just going to write out a day in your life of what that beautiful, amazing vision can look like. Add as much detail and description as you can into it so that when you read it back to yourself, you can almost feel yourself being in that day, in that experience, and have all those amazing, beautiful emotions that you want to have as you go back through and read it to yourself. Then after you've had a chance to write that all down, save it in a space where you can reconnect with it on a daily or weekly basis. So you can see the vision, the desires, and what you would love to have in this next chapter. So it can keep pulling you forward into the life that you deserve and love to have. So I'm excited to hear what you come up with. I just want to thank you for taking your precious time with me. And I look forward to seeing you next week as we dig deeper and heal more each day. I'm sending you so much love. My heart goes out to you. You've got this. Debbie, bye.